And we're on. Hey, everybody. This is B Plus. I thank you for tuning in tonight. I have a very special guest, James Purtle with Top Notch Window Tinting. They're out of Minnesota, and this young man, he fires me up. He's basically the epitome of what every window film dealer should be. He runs his business with ethics, and he has a perfect alignment with his distributor. And then he also seeks counsel outside from other industry leaders. Together, he's got a powerhouse of a round table, and it shows in the jobs he's getting done. And everybody, I'd like to introduce you to James. James, say hi to B plus. And
Hi, everybody. It's been a pleasure coming on. Bob, that's quite the introduction. I appreciate that.
you bet.
We work hard and try and do a good job, and it's been paying off. So appreciate that.
Well, the posts you make on Facebook, they speak louder than any words could. I mean,
Yeah,
they're ongoing. They're in depth. You're explaining the job. I feel that you're doing a good job on your Facebook because your customers can see what you do. They can see the care you put into the job and what it means to you.
yeah.
That bleeds to me so much. I wanted to ask you specifically about that. Why do you get so excited about the jobs you do?
Well, I in cars particular, I've always had kind of a passion for them. Kind of growing up from when I was couldn't even walk. I'm running around. My mom will tell you I was running around patting hubcaps on cars. So um, just something I've always liked. You know, and more
Hubcaps.
and more,
While ago.
yeah, yeah, hubcaps exactly. But yeah, it's trying to do a good job for customers. I think that goes a long ways in taking care of your customers. So, um, you know, that's what we try and do. Just do a good job, take care of people, and word has spread. I'm blessed with a pretty large network of friends and family, and fairly well connected in the community before I ventured into this. So that's been a blessing, and a lot of friends, family, and referrals, and it's grown quickly that way. So. And you just do a good job and people notice, like you said, post a lot on Facebook. Just today had a gentleman reach out to me, said, hey, I've seen your work around, like the work you're doing, seeing everything on Facebook. He normally goes to tint his windows somewhere else and saw what we're doing and wanted to come over and give us a try. So I think consistency for me is key there. Just being consistent. Some people I think do a data dump, and they'll post 30 different vehicles in one sitting and move on. I think the consistency's there, being top of mind, staying in front of your customers, and keeping in front of them that way. My thought is that that helps.
Yeah, and you're not just data dumping, putting a whole bunch of cars on there or flat glass jobs, but
Yeah,
you're also thanking your customers. I mean, I've seen that too, where
yeah,
you bring them into your messaging, and
yeah,
they feel a part of your family. I mean, that's the sense I get from you. When
yeah, definitely. I try and personally thank each customer when they pick up the vehicle, walk it through. I think most people probably do that. I would imagine in different shops.
yeah,
But yeah, you thank them for it, explain the process, the dry times, and the don't clean it with ammonia, and what everybody should be doing. But I think just taking the couple minutes and shaking their hand and taking the time, um, I think really goes a long ways.
yeah. So you're kind of new to the business, aren't you?
I am, yeah.
Okay, and I'll take a stab in the dark here. It's been just a few months
Full time was March 8th was my first full time day of
this year,
tinting windows. Yes, sir.
and before that, were you dabbling or were doing
Yeah, it
part
was.
time?
So I'll give you the background of how I got started. I got COVID back in October,
Mm.
and my wife banished me to the basement for 10 days. So I needed something to do, and I stumbled on tintschoolonline.com,
Uh-huh.
and I purchased the program and plowed through that and ordered some cheap Lexan film to practice on,
Yeah.
and a lot of expletive words and wasted film.
Right.
Figured this deal out. But that I will tell you, if anybody has looked at that program, I hear see a lot of people naysay it online, or that's the real deal. I will tell you, it's a very well done program. If somebody's looking to even train somebody at their shop, it's an outstanding program to give somebody the basics. Obviously you have to put in the time and practice, but it's going to give you the tools and the building blocks and how to get there. Um, I'm myself and a number of other people. I know Adam. He's
Yep.
he's doing well. He's done the same thing. So a number of other guys around the country that I could tell you have built pretty nice shops, and they're doing a great job. Have started there. So
Now that's window film on training on
Tint School online.
Tint School online. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
there are quite a few dealers that I work with that have come
Yeah.
through that school, and
Yep.
they come out of there or they're reaching out to us, and they're very open minded to next steps. When
Yeah.
you're there in that class or that course, is it more about the nuts and bolts of installing? Is it about the business side? Is
It
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 well
has
rounded?
it has everything really. I mean, I can't remember the number of modules it has in there, but I mean it has any of the obviously the installation part, cutting, shrinking, installing, cleaning, nuts and bolts of actual window tinting. But as far as your Google listing and SEO, some SEO and building they actually have a website that they'll have built for you. You can use their website template. That's phenomenal. And a number of other tools that they provide in there at no charge. And he's actually coming out with a flat glass version here any day now, it sounds like. So they've been in development on that here for a few months, and I'm excited to see what happens there. And all they're including all that stuff at the original cost, no upcharge to add on those classes. So um, it's a pretty neat program.
Yeah, and that's online. And then
Yep.
so let's jump ahead a little bit. You took that course and you started attempting to tint and learn,
Yeah.
and then your next steps were to reach out, right, to people
Yeah.
that were doing this regular, and
Yeah.
you started perfecting your skills. Because
Yeah.
you're no
Start.
slouch and just been doing it since March. I mean, there's not a car you won't tackle. What did you say you did today? A Grand Marquis?
It was a
Crown Vic.
Crown Vic, and a Challenger today, and we had a Hyundai and a set of fronts on a Chevy too, I think. But um,
So
yeah,
four
stuff goes
cars.
in
You
between.
just learned in March. Okay, just
Yeah.
went full time in March. Four cars today. And I've seen jobs you're doing. You're killing it, man. Okay, so the next steps anyway, from the tint class online and now reaching out to the industry, or what did you do next?
It started on, my own vehicles, friends' vehicles, you doing, practicing, doing some free jobs, and, you slowly building your confidence and your skill set, and getting your feet under you, I guess. Being able to get to a point where you can actually perform, starting on, hey, try and just do front wing, set of fronts to match, and um, we grew from there, but, just slowly, word of mouth spread and Google listing, and like you said, doing a lot on Facebook, and
Yep.
it's just really kind of organically has grown. I have not spent a lot of money on true advertising. I spend a couple $100 a month on Google AdWords, and really that is it.
Uh-huh.
Um, Other than that, everything is word of mouth, and grow through my network, and I do a lot of, like I said, social media has definitely helped.
So there's some good nuggets in there. Hey, y'all, I know some new people have signed on. I'd just like to let you know, in case you came in late, we're talking with James Purtle of Top Notch Tint out of Minnesota. And right here, this portion of the show, James is talking about, some of the things he's doing to bring his business from start into rolling. Okay, and you, just to recap, you mentioned social media. You're doing good on social media. You're
Yeah.
working your network. Okay, so you're getting the word
Yeah.
out on your own. Okay,
Yeah.
and you're getting a great deal of referrals. So you must be doing something right to be working those people for referrals. Besides probably just doing a good job, because you know what, everybody expects a good job anymore. So you got to be doing
Yeah.
something on the backside that's getting referrals as good as you are, because you're on there every day. This man is busy, y'all. He's in demand, and he's
Yeah. I mean, right
killing.
right now we're booked out till mid-June right now between cars and flat glass work.
That is amazing. That is amazing. Uh, so, you know, aligning with a national brand is a really good way of getting your business uh, out there. But you need to also continue to keep your company's anonymity, if you will, to
Hmm.
where your unique story is going to be very present. The
Yeah.
brand you've picked, you're with Coolview.
Yes.
Do you feel you're getting support from them? I know your distributor,
Absolutely.
huh?
Absolutely. Yeah. I've tried several different brands. I first off, I really like the film, but the support has been fantastic. Both yourself, you're not even my distributor, but we talk a couple times a week, and you're always there to help, which is awesome. And then David, obviously, as well. David Carley is my distributor, and I talk to him all the time as well. Whether it's you run into something unique on a window on a car, or tinting a building, something you haven't run into before, you guys are always there to lean on. So we really appreciate that, and that goes a long ways, as well as having great film and support on the other side too. So it's
David's a really
been a good partnership.
Yeah, it is. David's a good friend of mine. Yeah, I have yet to shake his hand. I'll be doing so at the Tinner Battles. We've never met in
Hmm.
person, but ever since we first talked, we've clicked, and we often support each other's dealers. It doesn't matter whose dealer it is. Let
Yeah.
it To me, it's all about moving the industry forward, and so it's nice to be running next to a man like David Carley. I can tell you that right now. It feels
Yeah, I mean, okay, he's put a lot of film on.
yeah, yeah. He's a beast. So real quick, I mean, we'll digress here for a second. Who do you think's going to pull out the win at the Tinner Battles?
I
Speaking
think
of David, he's going to be there.
David and Rick Tallman are going to take it home.
Rick's a beast, right? Rick is
Yeah, those
good.
those guys. I everybody there is a great tenor. I mean, that's yeah, definitely. They put me to shame. I can tell you,
Oh,
as far especially speed wise. Holy cow! But no, they're. I think David and Rick are. That's a force to be reckoned with. I would say.
yes, it is. Yes, it is. Um, so it's funny that um, working with your brand and the brands are supposed to do the heavy lifting. We're supposed to do the R&D on the film. We're supposed to be doing the uh, point of purchase materials, so on and so forth. Help with marketing, and then you do your side on the front line. You know,
Yeah.
you work your network, you work your lists, um, and the two they work together, and that is something that you're uniquely good at. Okay, because I've seen your posts and you're leaning on your brand, but yet you're very present. What would you say that, that new dealers might want to focus on as a couple of first steps? See, so you're so fresh out of the shoot there. What were some of the things you focused on early?
Um, like I said, the social media aspect, it was huge. Um, Pictures, people love pictures. Trying to focus even more on video. I think video gets prioritized. It seems like more they push it out to more people that are able to see it,
Yeah,
whether Facebook Live or stories or things like that. Just eye catching, cool things. You don't have to post every vehicle or everything you do, but post the cool stuff. People like to see that.
yeah.
I want to see what you're up to.
Hmm.
Um, I can't. It's kind of funny. Some people that I don't see very often, and I run into them. Oh, I saw this and that you were doing, and this saw this building you were working on. Tell me more about that transitional. That's cool. Just educate them a little bit and kind of dangle some carrots and give them a reason to ask more.
Yeah, you talked a lot about cars earlier, and now you're talking about buildings. I mean, what are you doing to cross promote? Are you bringing it up in every conversation? Um,
Not enough, I will
no.
tell you. I have ideas to do there. I have limited time to execute on that. I've got some ideas of being putting things in people's cars, cross promoting that way, but have not done that as of yet.
Well, don't you guys out there don't think that he's not doing something right. I mean, maybe he's not recalling or whatnot, but this guy's all over the place. Um, he's done projector films and working in that for storefront advertising. He's putting on ceramic films. He's putting on transitional films, security films. I mean, he's nailing it. And if you think about being so early in the industry, and all these jobs are turning out, y'all. Okay, so this man has got a gift. I think Minnesota's blessed to have you up there. Yeah. Here at B Plus, I like to educate and inspire. Okay, that's my whole thing. I not necessarily education from me, but by bringing on dealers like yourself, James, that,
Hmm.
when you're doing right things, I like other people to hear what those are. And my job is to help bring them out. You know what I mean? And I want to, in my own way, my whole purpose is to be just a small part of that next generation of industry leaders, you know? Um, yeah, I mean,
Yeah, no,
I'm honored to be sitting here with you on the phone. I mean, because I mean, really,
yeah,
you're doing everything right. You call
yeah,
all the
and
time. You ask questions, and half the time you're calling. And here's a nugget, okay, for some of the new dealers that might be out there. James will call and he'll just shoot the shit. It doesn't have to be a question on film. It doesn't have to be a question on car or a building or pricing or anything like that. By just calling to shoot the breeze, it opens the channel of communication so you can partner with your distributor, with your brand. That we all want you to do well. I mean, when you do well, we do well. So that's why we pour in so much. So just calling to say hi is awesome. You know,
yeah,
I love it.
yeah. I think establishing relationships in any part of the business or really anywhere in life is always a positive. Having good people surrounded you that have had the experience and have great personality. Somebody you can get along with. Whether like say yourself or David, both great people, get along well and can just kind of talk to you. I don't have to just call and ask you a quick question. I've talked to a lot of reps from a lot of different companies, and nothing bad about it, but somewhere they're there just to take your order and move on.
Mm.
It, you know, they don't have whole lot of value and insight, or even seem to really care to want to talk to you. They're, hey, what can I get for you today?
Right.
And they've got a job to do. I get it, but having that, I would say, family experience, kind of take you in and be part of the family, kind of, so to speak.
Yeah.
Definitely is nice.
Yeah. So, I would like to mention out there, everybody, kind of a shift gears again. We'll give it a little rest. We can come back. James, we can be anywhere. And I hope you've got some good questions tonight or some good topics. We can bring them up. But I'd like to run through. So on Tintertainment, please, as we wind down to the Tinner battles, everybody, don't forget to register. Go to tintertainment.com and register to go there. Carlos has a lot on his plate, and it's kind of like our RSVP. You're going to go to the link and sign up. It looks like you're purchasing something. You're not purchasing. There's no cost. That's just the way for you to get on the radar that he knows you're coming. James, do you use Tint Whiz?
I am, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been using that for scheduling, and I've got their lead form integrated in my website, and boy, is that a time saver. You know, Oftentimes I don't even have to talk to the customer, and they submit a lead on my website. Boom, get the quote, send it over to them, approved. I put the time. Hey, I want to schedule. Boom, scheduled, done. You send them a text and say, hey, you're good to go.
And the whole time they put their information in on the lead form. It dropped
Yep.
right into Tintwid. Okay, so
Yep.
now you don't have any data entry except for maybe some extra like year, make, model, or whatnot.
No, that's all there.
It's
done.
It's
You click proposal, and you click. I've got some canned proposals that say it's 4-door car, SUV, 2 fronts, whatever it is.
Yep.
Boom.
Yep.
Send, done. I mean, it's like 4 clicks and you move on with your day.
Nice.
So that's a huge thing. And then I really like it. It differentiates you when you're taking a phone call and you get their name and you're talking to them, and boom, get their name, phone number, and you quick enter it in there. And if you don't book them on the phone right there and you send them that proposal to text them right away, it just differentiates you from every other shop out there as well. So just elevates that professionalism, and hopefully brings them back to you. I'm not the cheapest shop around. I'm definitely on the higher end as far as pricing in my area. That's the way I've designed it and the way I want to be. We're not gonna chase to zero.
Yeah, you don't want to race to the bottom. Yeah.
No. So I think that you have to do small things like that to differentiate yourself, and along with doing a great job for people, but just small things like that make a difference, and it makes my life a lot easier too. So I've actually got all the stuff for the inventory system to be able to inventory the window film I ordered. Here I have yet to set that up. I need to take the time and figure that out here. It's been chaotic, and I have not had a chance to do that just yet.
And you got a scale that integrates with it, and label maker. I mean, Eric takes care of you. I mean, he really wants you to use it all. So tell me a little bit about the process with your flat glass customers. How does that go? All right. Obviously you got to go out and measure some windows, right?
Yeah.
And then when you come back and you make some recommendations based off your conversations with them, and then so you've got some entering, or do you do it there on site? Tell me a little bit.
I generally try and do everything on site. I try and get a decision out of them on site. I like to get if I can close it on the first visit, we'll go through, select a film, get the measurements, get a price, and I try and leave with a deposit if I can.
So right there, while you're in the field, you're entering your data
Yeah,
right into
yeah,
Tint Whiz.
yes,
While you're talking to them, they get their text, they get their email. It's there with
yeah,
their proposal, and
yep,
you probably turn to them and say, right there, just open your phone, and they go, oh
yep,
wow, there it is, and you go, yeah. So that's what we've been talking about, and all
yep.
you have to do, Mrs. Jones, is select which option you want and say go, about like that.
That's about as easy as easy. Yeah, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Um, it. Yeah, and then here's your three options that I showed you. You want transitional, ceramic, or dual reflective, and off you go.
Yep. So, you mentioned that you do spend a little bit of money on Google AdWords. Um,
Hmm.
so, have you been listening to Patrick Fransco, Marketing Mondays, or have you had a chance? I mean, he covers a lot of that stuff. Um,
I haven't had a chance to listen to many of those yet. I've been on the evening one. The was it?
Clubhouse.
I can't. Yeah, on Clubhouse.
Yeah.
I can't remember what night is that. Wednesday, Monday nights, or
No, I think it's
I don't know.
Thursday.
Is that Thursday? I don't know.
Yikes.
There's one of these things you can listen to like two a night now. There's
Well,
something every night.
it's
I try and get on all of them, but
actually, Angie wrote it down here for me. It's Thursday, 7 p.m. Central on Clubhouse. And if you guys need an invitation to get on there, I know at one point we needed to, but maybe that was before it went Android as well. But when it was iPhone only, you needed an invite. But if you need an invite, just reach your hand out. And anybody will get you in. But yeah, Patrick's got Marketing Mondays, and I've been on a few. And again, it's just as informative as those Clubhouse meetings. So I would encourage
yeah,
everybody to do that. Yeah.
yeah. I've been pushing more, trying to get more into flat glass. I've been enjoying that. Some of the larger, we've done a few larger projects now.
Yes, you have.
Those have been awesome. You know, the large projects add up too. They're, it's been good. We're enjoying breaking into that market too.
Yeah. So, what kind of traction are you seeing? Are you seeing like mainly residential jobs, or are you seeing commercial jobs? And where are you getting the what are your activities that you're doing to get your work?
Um, uh, the greatest majority of those have been through connections, whether friends or old coworkers, things like that. Working that network of people that I know. Um, a lot of that has came that way. Um, Otherwise, I have gotten a lot of calls just off of Google listing or whatever it is. Hey, need you to tint my windows. Whether it's a church or city hall or different things. You get some of the that haven't got a ton of huge projects, but you get a handful full of projects that way. And
We were
those
working
all
on
add
a
up.
big DR project the other day. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, that was about 1,000 square feet. That was a nice project. Took us down to all the way down to Iowa.
you finished
So
that in a day and a half, didn't you?
yeah,
Yeah, 1,000 square feet in a day and a half, and he started in March. Come on, y'all. This guy's a beast. Okay, that's good. That's good.
yeah,
Again, I can't reiterate enough. That you're working your list. And some of the things
yeah.
that I recommend to new dealers is, just to get them started doing that. I say, give me a list of 5 of your friends and family, and then a
Hmm.
list of 5 cross promoted customers, and we'll work those together. Yeah, or at least I'm offering myself to. And you'd be surprised how many times they don't get around to it. They don't get around to it.
That's
They're busy
that's
or this.
sales 101 and like insurance or real estate or anything. That's where you start.
And look at your business
Friends and family.
because of it. Look at your business
Yeah,
because of it. Yeah,
yeah,
that's the point I'm trying to make. Everybody, follow James' footsteps. I brought him on as a new dealer. I mean, for on purpose. My heart was touched. We talked about it last week. He couldn't make it, but we set up for this week, and I'm just glad he's here because all these things he's talking about, they're easy to do, but you just got to do it. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, hey, let's see. Have you heard of the raffle for the Hawaii trip? Where
Oh
all
yeah.
the donations are going to be going to Donnie Dixon, and so
Yeah. I got my ticket. I got it showed up. I think I got a what the heck's the name of the flower necklace, the Hawaiian necklace?
a
Lay.
lay,
Yeah,
yeah, a
I got,
lay.
I got laid.
You got laid, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. I mean, tickets are $20, okay, and the money goes to I'm going to say Donnie. Okay, I'm not really clear how he's breaking it down. When I say he, Carlos is going to be. We're going to announce the winner there at the Tinner Battles, but whether there's any other charities involved or not. But my brother Donnie Dixon is definitely going to be at the top of that list. So you get to support Donnie, and you get a chance to win a trip to Hawaii. That's 7 days, 6 nights. Okay, and James, I hope you win. I hope
I do too.
I hope everybody wins. I don't mean that just one person over
Yeah.
another, but I mean, can you imagine being there, walking the beaches, experiencing the whole Hawaiian getaway and vacation, and then being able to go to Tommy Silva's shop? Okay, he
Yeah,
is a huge dealer. And I mean, they
that'd
do,
be. I would love that. That'd be. It's impressive what they do out there.
yeah, up to 10 cars at a time in his shop. And the installers are, I mean, I don't know how many people he's got anymore, but I mean, a big shop, super nice guy. I'm sure that everybody there is going to be, embracing to the people that come out, and it'll be a good time, and
Yeah.
share tactics. Do you have any questions for me, James?
Oh no, I call you about every other day and ask
Yeah,
enough questions.
yeah, you do. I love it. I love it.
No, I mean, like you said, I don't have all the answers by any means. It's just hard work, grind, and keep after it. You run into an obstacle, find somebody who knows the answer.
Yeah.
That's I don't know. I wouldn't call it the secret sauce, but just keep persistent and don't get discouraged.
I'm gonna.
We've all had plenty of hiccups and road. You get that one window, and shit, I had one today. You just keep after it.
Yeah, it happens, and then you learn so much by just staying with it. Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
little bit of film, but come on, what does
yeah.
it cost? Yep, yep. So everybody, tune in tonight. Jason Omeletsky, Tint Dude 3. 7 o'clock Mountain Time, 8 p.m. Central. Oh, by the way, check this out. James, our guest next week is going to be Deb. Okay, Deb of Window Film Magazine. And they are working with the IWFA and in conjunction with the Orlando trip. So having Deb on next week is just going to be awesome. She's in the Clubhouse forum with us.
Oh yeah, yeah. I heard her last week.
Yes, she's
Yeah,
got amazing insight. I mean, plethora of information. I can't wait to have her on. Yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
So, all right. Well, James, if you don't have anything else, I say we cut it short. You know what I mean? We
Eh,
go get us something to eat.
yeah, it's time.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for being here,
Sounds
James.
good.
I really appreciate it, man. I mean, the things we talked about are a lot of good nuggets there. I just hope people implement them. Listen, B plus, thank you very much for tuning in. This is just a forum where hopefully we can bring to you the nuggets from somebody else's perspective, such as James at TNT Top Notch Tinning, and well, thank you and. Tune in again next week. Don't forget, Jason Omaleski tonight, Tint Dude 3 on Instagram. James, thank you very much, brother.
Thanks, Bob. Been a pleasure. Thanks
Okay,
for having me.
okay, buddy. All right. Good
Take
night,
care.
everybody.
See you, everybody.